Hello everybody, it is me, Chumtech, and I am back with another video. And we built this marvel of a building in our world. I know it honestly really isn't much compared to what other people build on the Create fandom, but it is one of the bigger builds in the world compared to my house or the lava depot. And since we built this kind of early on, I'm wondering how big we can eventually get in the future. And I'm thinking that would be awesome. But to point out the obvious, I have expanded the path since last video and built a small little area here, which I have a big tree schematic lined up, and I'm thinking it will work perfectly. I also kind of have an outline for a power building that I want to get up, and then eventually an elevator down to there, but I don't think that's going to be this video at all. Because of this video, we'll be constructing the iron mill into this giant factory. I know that we've had like 2 videos at this point building iron mills, but this one's gonna be great because the one in our base is kind of like nothing. So we're just gonna be building the steam engine, and most of the power from here is gonna get pulled into there. Thinking I kind of just want to do it right here in the center. Actually, one more over might be better. Here on the bottom, we're going to need to have pipes, and we'll just feed in from along the wall here. I think I want this to come in from here. I also want to do a follow-up shaft system next to it. I know how useless this is, but I actually want it on the bottom just for looks wise. And then right above the paths we'll do like intersections of 3 so you could look overhead and see them. We'll do the same right here because I think that would actually look pretty dope. So I'm curious if I'm able to push from here using this, how far are we gonna go? Is it even gonna reach to there? How do I keep doing that? We're gonna have to kickstart the engine, and so we're gonna have to use water wheels. We're gonna have that anyways, just to always keep it going and not stop up the system every time. I'm honestly just gonna make with the room I've got and throw water wheels right here in the corner. Just to make it blend in a bit, we'll coat it with oak. And we'll jump up here real quick and throw our water down to make it flow in one direction. One thing that I despise that Minecraft does is that your skin stops working if you're out of internet. And I hate it. And it's a feature that I don't understand how it works, because it's literally just a file on your computer. You just gotta load it. That's it. That's all it needs to do. You upload the file from your computer. It is literally just a PNG. It is an image. That's all it needs to do. It takes an image and it puts it on like a block format or whatever and converts it to a skin. That's all it is. That's all it is. It shouldn't be that stupid. But I guess I'm default woman now. I'm not even like Steve or Alex. I'm not a good one. But other than that rant, there's a cool mod that lets you add these cool parts. Look at this. Cool petrol parts. Super dope. I may just have it go up on this side just so we don't get any interference on that door. Going on from now, I would like to connect Going on from now, I would like to connect the lava waves by just putting a cogwheel and that down, and it should flow very slowly. This will get flowing quicker once we actually have power running there. While that flows a little closer, we'll add our small little steam engine. Maybe not small. And then our 9x9 boiler system right here, because I'm going to do a big smokestack. And since this is kind of bottom of the barrel, I'm going to put one of these counterclockwise because I'm going to be running with cogs. We're now going to need a water input. That will be right here. Oh, it's flowed directly right here. That's perfect. All we need to do is slap a cog down and we'll have power going in here. We finally are getting lava into this. Now we just gotta get flowing water. I'm aware that this looks much different from when I showed you last, and that's because it really wasn't working the best, so I had to go back and revisit a few things and tweaked it, and yeah, we have a level 9 boiler making 147,000 stress units. Which is perfect for the district I kind of want to set up over here. And it's all good too, because it seems like our little lava depot is actually keeping up with the demand that this is going to be pumping. Which is actually just pretty crazy to know that such a small farm can power such a big factory. Hell, multiple factories. I'm gonna go material gathering because I am running very low, and it's a miracle that I was even able to construct that little power grid for stress units behind me. It will take me a very long time. I will get back to you later. So I did a bit of resource gathering. I got me some iron. I got a good amount of coal. I've also gotten some copper, but I've processed it and it is sitting upstairs. I've also spent some of the iron I got to make the components such as chutes and item vaults to be able to store the mass amounts of cobblestone that we're going to be getting from this. Another thing, however, we're going to need to make is going to be mechanical drills, and these are going to be very expensive, not because of how much iron we're going to need, but however because of how much andesite we need. And so, since I don't have any andesite in my andesite chest, I gotta go get more. Alright, I ventured down to the mines, got me some andesite. I used zinc for andesite alloy, because you can actually do that. A lot of people don't know. Then we'll just take this half stack we got and just apply it to these logs. And I think I only really want to go with 10. And then I also want to make chain drives. Then of course we're going to need plenty of those. So this is going to be the room where the cobblestone gets generated, mined, and then it will then get grinded down into gravel and then sent into here. And this room is where everything is going to get processed and turned into iron ingots, and then we'll ship that out to the front using a conveyor, and we will be going from there. I'm going to connect my mechanical belt just along here. Then we're going to go 4 blocks. I don't think a 3x3 is really necessary. So I'm just going to go with 2x2. Put a line of chutes here. And we can slap another one here. And now we kind of got our, like, generation loop here. Chain drives down. 5 across this way. I'm just going to connect that with a cardian shaft real quick. Just to make it quick and easy. I didn't even realize it was night. And then we're just probably gonna connect this with a gearbox, but we don't really know if this is the right way until we have systems flowing. And I don't know why that's there. Oh yeah, I also got my skin working again. So how do I want to connect this? I've actually kind of got an idea, just give me a second. Probably just bring it out this way. And I'll just do like a cable or something. I'll make this look interesting, or a catwalk over it. I'll do something. It won't just be a straight up, it won't be a shaft for the entire series, because that'll be lame and boring. Same thing with that, maybe. I might just give that support and not do too much. Got power coming in. I think we may need to change just a few things. That's the wrong way now. Alright, we'll just replace that with a gearbox then. Okay. It's the same as a gearbox. Alright, we're just gonna have to do a ratio. So we have that connected, everything's running, it looks very cool, but also really stupid. And maybe I might change it in the future, but hey, it works, so I'm really not complaining. So here I'm going to have to make a quick generating system, so I'm going to want to encase it with glass so I can see everything working and running. So I'm going to get right back with you when I got all the resources to do that. I've got the water, the lava we're going to get in a little bit, but we're just going to come up here real quick. Then I'm just going to place the slabs and my trapdoors down. We're going to come up here, place slabs down, then I'm going to do another layer of slabs, followed up by another trapdoor layer, with another one here, and this one's okay because we can just wrench that away. Super awesome. I actually want to replace those slabs with water. I think it would actually do some good. I hope you know that if you are using these videos as a tutorial for any means at all, please don't. Because I kind of just build with the flow, so every now and again I kind of just have to shift things around, and I just had to bring that layer up one to accommodate so that lava always didn't get changed, and it was a whole mess. But now we have like a good amount of cobblestone coming in, but now we're going to need to crush it, and for that I'm going to need crushing wheels and not millstone so I can keep up with the demand. And for that we're going to need auto crafters, and auto crafters we're going to need redstone, and I think I have redstone but I'm not sure, but I also need quartz, so I'm going to need to go to the nether, and I'm going to need to do all of that just to get electron tubes so that I can make smart crafters, and I can make crushers, and I might have a smart crusher outside or in here because I actually have no room in my house for it, and it's kind of a dilemma. I might actually need to update my workshop soon, and I'm thinking doing it upstairs in the little room we've got. And I'm not talking about like this little overseeing room, but I'm talking about this one up here. I don't think it's enough room either, but I think I might just need to make a whole dedicated building just for a workshop around this block. So I got the crushing wheel up, it's outside, and this is the recipe you have to abide by. And it's relatively simple. It's literally just wood around a piece of stone in the middle, and inside around it. It's slow, but it's going to take up less stress units, and that's, honestly, I'll take what I have here. Awesome, now we got our crushing wheels, and we're going to go install this into the factory. I'm going to stop this running real quick, grab our shovel, and remove this. Oh goodness. And so I'm going to want to place a mechanical belt coming up, and then another one that'll just go straight into there. So I set up a little storage buffer utilizing a storage drawer and an output funnel with brass. I'm just going to make the power flow this way, this way, this way. Here's where the washing portion's going to be. This is going to hold all of the iron that we're going to obtain, and also we're going to be flushing out things like flint and what else we may get, because actually I'm pretty unsure, and I'm going to have to look at the recipe and we'll see what we get from this. Just going to put leaves there, bucket there, paste fan. And then we should be able just to simply connect this. Real quick though, before we do anything else, I'm gonna just connect the power to these. So these should be flowing just fine. I actually want to adjust this just a wee bit. Make use of all the room here. Just gonna craft a few iron nuggets, pop those into the filter, slap our mechanical press down, and then I can just connect these just simply like that. Come back over here. I think this should just connect and flow the right way. If not, I could always place a gearbox or whatever. We'll also just draw all this out using item drains, and to prevent this from just flinging at the wall, we're gonna just add a case here and make everything look a little tidier. And then we'll add the storage drawer just right across with a input funnel of andesite. Okay, so this isn't going the right way, but it's spinning at exactly the right speed we need. So this is just one quick easy fix of the gearbox, so that's now washing instead of pulling. This I want to make at least look a wee bit nicer, so I'll encase it, just at least the visible bits with casing. On this side, I want to connect the power, so we could probably actually... Curious, will that work? No, of course it won't. Get it out. Chain drives. They do a lot for you in the Create mod, and if you're not an avid user of Create chain drives, you really should be. We just made so much flint. We really gotta start actually washing all this out. And then, of course, we will apply a list filter that denies iron nuggets. And then we'll just dig 2 down, throw a little lava pit, and that will only chuck out things that we don't want. And the things we do want end up in this storage vault. I would say massive, but it's only a 2x2, so that's kind of really nothing. So I went ahead into the system, realized that the way that these item drains were laid out kind of prevented it from going in. So now it comes from the basin, rolls on the drain, goes on at the depot, and then gets sucked up into the item vault, and now it works. If I go AFK for a little while, which the only areas that I'd probably have to set are these, because these two are also going to be transporting in and out. If these are always active while I'm in the world, these should actually keep going, and the more this keeps going, the more I can get. The more I could get is the less resource gathering I'm going to have to do, and I could even use iron for better building, because there are a lot of bits that I like to use that also require iron to make. I'll add a storage, and I'll add a building maybe to the little power station outside off camera. If you guys would like to see more, that would be amazing, and I will get back to you with another video. Bye bye.